You're watching NappyCast by Jason Nappy Weather. Open the windows tonight. Free air conditioning coming in from the north, but we're not there quite yet. Still very hot and humid from the mid-Atlantic, Ohio Valley up into Maine. It was 80 something degrees in Freiburg this morning in Maine for the overnight around 3 o'clock in the morning. That's how warm it is. So still the mid-Atlantic, the southeast, going to see that heat. The northeast too, a part of New England, but up in northern Maine, we are starting to see those 60s pop up on the board. So eventually, we're going to get there as the cold front comes through. Here is that front right now. You can see it moving through southern Maine, but it's going to take some time. This is the backdoor cold front that's going to come down from the north and cool all the way down to New York City, New Jersey. It's going to take a long time, though, to funnel in that cooler air down from the north here. So be prepared for another hot and humid day outside of basically the Katahdin region north up in Maine, where things are going to be a little bit cooler. Down east Maine, still very hot and humid today. You see that front pushing down from the north here. And then we're going to be talking about rain for the weekend again from low pressure coming in from the west here. So, yeah, for the 16th time in a row. And here it is, the dew point, the measure of moisture in the atmosphere. Just ignore the relative humidity. That's really not important. It is the dew point, the measure of the moisture in the atmosphere. And when anytime you see 40s and 50s, and here's your backdoor cold front, this is tonight, okay, all that dry air coming in down from the north, okay, from that backdoor front. So tonight it's free air conditioning. Go ahead, open the windows. It's going to be very comfortable up in Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire. You see all that blue on the map. That is that dry air coming in. However, it will return next week, Monday, Tuesday especially, where you see that humidity beginning to surge again. It is summer after all, and there it is. Heat and humidity coming in from the south next week before we get to the 4th of July. We're going to see that heat begin to crank back up again. Got to talk about rain because it is the weekend in New England. So, of course, it's going to rain again 15, 16 times in a row. Depends where you are. But you've got a wave coming through the atmosphere here. This is Friday night, area of low pressure. Here's your storm to come through. Now, it's not going to be an all-weekend washout, but there will be rain, and some of it will be heavy as we talk about the next Friday night into Saturday morning and then Saturday afternoon, a portion of that, especially in northern New England, where it's going to be heaviest. So I want to turn my attention over to Maine, my loyal followers there, and show everyone what is going on the next couple of days into the weekend, and even a preview of 4th of July. That's coming up in the 10-day forecast. That is now in the 10-day, the last day. So right now, look at up in Aroostook County. The sun is out. It's clear, very comfortable. But south of that, where the front is moving, that is where you have the clouds and even a pop-up thunderstorm southern coast today. Cold front moves south with rain this weekend again. But Sunday's the better of the 2 days. Saturday morning is the worst time. Friday night, Saturday morning especially. Okay, and even midday Saturday. If you're going to make plans, Sunday is the better of the 2 days for doing things. Even Friday night late is going to be raining too, especially to the west. Okay, so here's the forecast now. Mountains are 79, mostly sunny. Humidity coming down up in the Allagash. It comes down today. It's already down there. And basically from north to south. So the western mountains after the northern mountains, after the Longfellows. So anything north first. Katahdin will be clear first, and then eventually the western mountains humidity drops down there too. Here comes the rain Friday into Saturday and Sunday, and then humidity surges Monday, Tuesday of next week, and there's the 4th. Right now, I only have a few showers in on July 4th. Right now, things look pretty good for the big holiday weekend coming up next weekend. 91, still hot inland today, except if you're up in the county. Okay, the Katahdin region north is seeing that cooler air first, but south of that in Bangor, down east, you're still got heat and humidity. 70s though Thursday and Friday, 60s with rain on Saturday, a few showers left over Sunday, and then here comes humidity Monday, Tuesday. Although next week is not a heat wave. It's not going to be nearly as hot. A high of 80 instead of a high of 100 at the coastline next Tuesday. So today is still hot and humid at the coast. Down east, all the way down to the southern coast and mid coast. Still going to be hot and humid. A few thunderstorms, nothing really. I could have a few wind gusts. I don't want to say it's going to be completely non-severe. There is an opportunity, especially southern coast, for an isolated, very isolated pop-up thunderstorm. But then we cool off tomorrow. Backdoor front, northeast wind, and temperatures are going to be 10 degrees below typical. Yesterday we were 25 degrees above typical, and then tomorrow into the end of the week and weekend, they're going to be some, you see 5-10 degrees below typical. So quite a roller coaster ride. Break out the raincoats on Saturday, and then next week we get back into the humidity in the forecast. Check nappycast.com. Make sure location is turned on for your local forecast.